What it do? Dream Team, it's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with Clarkson, Hammond, and Neal making fun of America. Compilation number 6. Before we dive into this though, guys, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media and Patreon, all up top. If you want to subscribe to any of it, put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. I'm human. I talk back. If you got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or in the description section of your Google form link. What we got? I already know what's coming though. I know the cars are gonna get talked about a lot. I know we're gonna get talked about how we're fat, how Americans are fat. I can't think of any cars and fat. That's what I'm going with.
Of America.
Oh no, what is going on?
Of America land. I've never liked coming here. Every time I come here, I feel like the only civilized human being at a garden party for very rich apes. It's a Shelby Mustang, 2 words that go together like stars and stripes or McDonald's and fries. Because of this thirst, and because Americans think £2.20 a gallon is expensive, a lot of people in the trendier bits of America are now switching to the god-awful Toyota Prius. The American racer Danny McKeever, who knows this place like the back of his burger. It's got a 3.8-litre V6 engine. When it was new, that gave you 200 brake horsepower. How? We can get 200 brake horsepower from a vacuum cleaner. The American motorist wouldn't care very much for Jaguar.
Why do we have so little brake horsepower then? I don't understand it. Know what I'm saying? Because every time we talked about like the brake horsepower in our cars, it's like it seems so low. So I don't understand why our brake horsepower is always
vacuum
so low.
Cleaner. The American motorist wouldn't care very much for Jaguar's new XK8. They'd probably find its 4.2-litre V8 too small, and they wouldn't care 2 hoots that it's made from aluminum, so it's light and agile. Meet Billy Bob. He thinks Deliverance is a documentary, and his top 3 loves are, in reverse order, his cousin, his collection of guns, and at number 1. And then you just tie a couple of ribbons to the door handles, and it'll do perfectly well when the day comes for you to marry your sister. What's wrong with that? She comes.
I should have known. I forgot about that. Incest. He talks about incest relationships.
Day comes for you to marry your sister. What's wrong with that? She comes from good stock, short and skinny, but she's strong. When it comes to smashing up cars, the Americans, they're the kings. The GT then is America's best car because it's as American as the American national anthem, which was written by a Brit. It's a bit like the American Navy, this car, devised by a British person and then sort of improved. I just wish they applied themselves this thoroughly to making cars. They can build amazing stuff. So why, when it comes to cars, are they so completely hopeless? Some of it is down to America's love of the disposable. They buy cars like razors, use them, and then throw them away. That's why this Cadillac feels cheap. It's from a country that has no sense of time. It's built to last 3 years, not like a castle to last 3,000 years. God, I'm glad I don't live here. I've come to Las Vegas to see just what the average American knows about Europe. How many European countries can you name?
There's that one with the kangaroos.
One with the kangaroos? How many?
Is she talking about Australia, which is definitely not a European country, bro? Oh, my Lord. Australia's a continent, right? I hope I'm right, or I'm going to sound stupid. I'm pretty sure Australia is a continent. Keep it going. Is it? Yeah. Gotta be. I hope.
Can you name?
There's that one with the kangaroos.
One with the kangaroos? How many European countries can you name?
Oh, about 4.
Go on then.
Europe,
Yeah.
Asia.
I know Asia.
What's the capital of France?
France? I have no idea.
Capital of Italy? What's the capital of Great Britain?
I don't know.
Scotland. One country it's next to.
Austria.
No, Scotland's not next to Austria.
There's really pretty good.
Come on, Clarkson, you know we don't know that. You know we don't know the answers to these questions you asking, man.
Austria.
They don't teach us about
No,
that.
Scotland's not next to Austria.
There's really pretty good rear legroom, and because it was designed in America, the seats are big enough for your burger-munching, supersized Californians.
You stop this bong by closing the door, but then when you turn the ignition on, you get a new bong. It's presumably for the American market. Remind them that they're in a car. Okay, because Ford's head of noises... The what? Well, he's probably, he's American. He'll be the vice president of noises, because he always are. He's come up with a list. It's a 1.8 two-wheel drive family hatchback designed to look like that. They're actually in trouble in America because they've been advertising and they've dubbed the V8 soundtrack over the ad.
To make it look big?
Yeah, they've just got, look at this, and it's tiny. A muscle car, a metal metaphor for America. Unbridled power with a dodgy sense of geography. This is the Chrysler Crossfire. It's basically a German Mercedes SLK that's been covered in a body that was designed by a Brit. A car America can be proud of then. The automatic version is terrible, the manual is better. I don't like the ruched leather, too American, too designed for Houston dentists. I still can't believe that Switzerland banned motor racing because of an accident in another country.
Yeah, it's like Britain banning railways because a train crashed in India.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's like America invading Iraq because some Saudi Arabians destroyed the World Trade Center. I admit,
Very good looking.
the fat men from Kentucky have done a very good job with your car. But they are ultimately fat men from Kentucky. This was designed by engineers from Milan. The thing I like most of all is this satellite navigation system. You get a touch screen and it lets you choose your language, and you can have English UK and English US. Sort of exactly the same, but with extra adenoids. You see,
They are different. I've definitely learned from watching videos on UK English and US English. Typically, a lot of the same, but there's a lot of differences as well. A lot of different words being used for things. And so I can see why you would have the option of either or.
US. Sort of exactly the same, but with extra adenoids. You see, the Americans have never, ever been able to make a car at all. I mean, it's just not in their nature. They're rubbish at it. Everything was built down to a price and to the nearest foot. All Corvettes, all of them for the last 50 years or so, have been the same. Very pretty, but just shiversomely awful, rattling, nasty, vomit-inducing rubbish.
Morgan needs to sell more cars in America, and so the Aero 8 is about to get bigger, wider, softer and comfier. So think of this as a big, bruising bulldog, having a last hump of your leg before the Americans neuter it.
Your car is American. It doesn't work here. It rides like a Corvette.
I have to say I'm with you on the ride in the BMW
The
thing.
ride, it is atrocious, isn't it?
It is a bad
This
ride.
is exactly what we were after. This is
Look,
the
it's a physical experience driving that car.
You know, which is, factually speaking, a toilet.
It's rubbish, but it's cheap and it's good looking, and you get the roof down and just think, well, you know, this...
Now you're driving the Chrysler, you're on the McDonald's management fast train.
I'd rather that...
Cars in our size every time. When I think the show is called Top Gear, which they talk about in a lot of other countries as well. I definitely know that. So they're going to talk about cars, of course. It's called Top Gear. We're gonna talk about cars a lot. So that's understandable. It's the fact every time. It's the fat man. You did well on this call. For you fat burger eating Californians. I know we're big. Guys.
Driving the Chrysler, you're on the McDonald's management fast train.
I'd rather that than Goodyear, Stickleback and Bunsen burner, and next year I'm going up to I can see all the obstacles in my way. And the main obstacle is that I'm going to spend the next 5 hours on an American airline with its nasty food and its bossy stewardesses. Great. But it's not American, it's from Australia.
And the great thing about that is that because the Australians still recognise the authority of the Queen, the steering wheel is on the correct side of the car.
Yeah. Dodge Viper. Now, as you would expect, Uncle Sam's answer to the European hypercar has an engine that you don't measure in cubic centimetres or cubic inches. You measure it in acres.
There are places in the world that I'd rather go than America.
Like?
All of them.
Look. All of them, yeah.
Every single country in the world is better than America. I've just come back from Burma and the Ukraine, both of which are 1 billion times better than the United States.
We're not interested in the views of stupid Americans who come over here with their big video cameras saying, gee, I love your history, it's just so old. Sod off.
If you read about Los Angeles or saw it in a film, you'd think, oh, come on. But because of the jet, you can come here and say, yes, it is that silly. Doesn't bother me, though, because I'm out of here. And then there's this.
You can come here and say, yes, it is that silly. Oh, my Lord.
Because I'm out of here. And then there's this. Now, apparently, Mitsubishi wanted to call it the Stallion, and that's a very good name, very butch. But someone at the American Advertising Agency, I think, misheard. Okay, Starion. We'll have the brochures printed tonight. Mitsubishi Starion. Marvellous. Why have they never sold Mustangs here?
Because they're rubbish. I think I've driven the whole range now, from the original one right up to that convertible, which we arrived in today, looking like Siegfried and Roy, as you pointed out on your mobile phone.
It wasn't a good arrival. I think the problem is they've styled them to look like the 1960s Mustangs, but they drive a bit like the 1960s Mustangs, which is not
actually
what you
drove
want.
like 1940s oxen carts.
Yes, it's tricky.
Now, in America, they're leisure vehicles. The idea being that after a day's mountain biking, you chuck your hog in the back and run it home. As a result of this, they've become seen as being very trendy. As trendy even as wearing your IQ reducer back to front. Weird? Well, yeah, I know it is.
That's a nice style right there. No, that's a nice style. I like it. Clarkson.
Back to front. Weird? Well, yeah, I know it is. But what can you expect from a nation that likes to put maple syrup on its bacon?
If you're watching this in America, I bet you're jealous. Because you don't have roads like this. Ha ha!
Last week, we discovered that the Americans have finally learned how to make a decent car. This week, we've discovered that they've forgotten again. Because there's this, it's the Cadillac SRX crossover, and it's a big, massive, in fact, ugly, daft thing. Why?
Has it got 7 seats in it?
No, it's got 5.
So it's got the same number of seats as a Ford Fiesta?
Yeah, it'll cost between £28,000 and £37,000. I know, but, but the general manager of General Motors, Jim Taylor.
General Jim Taylor.
General Jim Taylor.
General manager of General Motors.
Generally says, he actually went on record saying it's the right size at the right time. It's so not, is it? It's a massive, massive car. We don't
This
want
was a
that.
man who in 1946 christened his son Adolf. It's a right.
Yeah, if you're gonna have a bigger car, I feel like you have to have more seats available. Know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a van that has 7 seats, if you're gonna get 5 seats, just get a car, a nice sized car. Just get a car. Unless you need all that extra trunk space, then I understand. But if it's only gonna be 5 seats, I think just get a car. But that's just me. Keep it rolling.
Car, we don't
This
want
was a
that.
man who in 1946 christened his son Adolf. It's the right name at the right time.
Timing is not his thing.
Can we make that go away from our studio?
Forever.
There it is, gone.
Oh, I do enjoy them though. That's all we got for this one, guys. If you guys got a favorite video you want to see me react to, you can subscribe to Patreon, or in the description section there's a Google form link. Hit the link, fill out your suggestions, send it to me. Want me to get to yours faster and others, fill out premium. Make sure you hit subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You can subscribe to any of it. Put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy D Neal. Out.